I've lived in this apartment for almost 2 years now. It's a tiny place. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, kitchen connected to the living room. It's quiet, peaceful, and the best part, I have no neighbors. No one above me, no one below me, no one next door. That was supposed to be a blessing. Until last night. It was 3:12 a.m. when I first heard it. I was asleep, dreaming about something stupid, when a sound pulled me awake. Knock, knock, knock. 3 slow, heavy knocks on my front door. At first, I thought maybe I was still dreaming, but then it came again, louder. Knock, knock, knock. I got out of bed, still half asleep, and crept to the door. I looked through the peephole. No one. Just an empty hallway. I opened the door. Nothing. I convinced myself maybe it was some drunk person knocking on the wrong apartment. I locked the door, went back to bed, but before I could fall asleep, knock, knock, knock. This time it came from inside my apartment, right next to my bedroom door. My blood went cold. The next morning I tried to rationalize it. Maybe it was the pipes. Maybe it was just my mind playing tricks on me. But that night, it happened again, at exactly 3:12 a.m. The knock started. Same rhythm, same slowness. I grabbed my phone and recorded it. When I played it back, I heard something I didn't notice before. After the knocks, there was a whisper. Faint, almost like static. But when I turned the volume up, I heard it clearly. Let me in. The next night, I decided to stay awake. I sat on the couch with the lights off, phone recording. 3:12 a.m. came. Knock, knock, knock. I didn't move. Didn't breathe. And then, the doorknob turned. Slowly. I rushed forward and grabbed it, holding it still. Something on the other side pulled back, and then I saw it. A shadow moved under the crack of the door. Long, thin, stretching unnaturally across the floor. It stayed there for almost a full minute, and then it vanished. The next day, I told the landlord. He swore there was no one else in the building. No one had a spare key. He hesitated before leaving and said, "You should be careful. The last person who lived here, he left suddenly. Never told us why." That night, I tried to sleep with my headphones on. Maybe if I ignored the knocks, they'd stop. But at exactly 3:12 a.m., my phone lit up. Incoming call. No number. Just unknown, I answered. At first, just silence. And then, "Why won't you open the door?" The voice was deep, wrong. Like it was too close to the microphone, I threw the phone across the room. The following night, I left all the lights on. Knife on the bedside table. Camera pointed at the front door. 12 a.m. came. This time, there was no knock at the front door. No shadow. No phone call. Just silence. I thought maybe it was over. Maybe whatever this was had moved on. And then, knock, knock, knock. But this time, it came from inside the apartment. I grabbed the knife and slowly walked toward the living room. And there, in the dark, my front door was standing wide open. Cold air rushed inside. And on the floor, right in front of the doorway, were 3 wet footprints. Bare feet. They led into my apartment. I slammed the door shut and locked it, heart racing. I called 911, but the call wouldn't go through. Just static. Then I heard it, breathing, from the bedroom, slowly. I turned. Something, was standing in my bedroom doorway. I couldn't see its face, just a tall, pale figure with long wet hair hanging in front. Its head was tilted at a disturbing angle. Its hands were pressed flat against the doorframe, like it was holding itself up. It spoke. "You're not alone anymore." The lights flickered. The bulb in the ceiling burst, plunging the room into darkness. I felt something crawl across the floor toward me. Fingers, long and bony, grabbed my ankle. I ran, straight into the bathroom, slamming the door shut. The knocking started again. On the bathroom door, 3 slow knocks. And then a voice said, whispering from the other side, "You let me in." The last thing I remember is blacking out on the bathroom floor. When I woke up, it was morning. The apartment was quiet. Everything looked normal, except for one thing. On the wall, written in what looked like dried blood, were 3 words. That night, I stayed at a friend's house. But at exactly 3:12 a.m., I woke up to the sound of knocking, coming from inside the closet.